Captain's log date April 14th, 1943. At last, a new command. I have been assigned to the USS Trout, SS-202, a Tambor-class submarine. This submarine is a true fleet boat. Top speed 21 knots, range 11,000 nautical miles. Armament includes 6 forward torpedo tubes and 4 aft for a total of 24 torpedoes. Also, we have a 5-inch deck gun installed on the aft section of the boat. With this new command, I've also been transferred to Fremantle, Australia. This will be our new home base. Orders for this patrol are to head off to the coast of New Guinea once again to attack the rebel shipping lanes. At 14:17, we broke away from the pier in Fremantle and Lucky Patrol number 7 began. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here. Welcome back to some more Silent Hunter 4. And welcome aboard the bridge of the USS Trout. This is our new boat, and it is pretty sweet looking. Let's go ahead and go to the external view here. As you can see, we have a pretty sleek looking conning tower. All of our masts are in one central location, unlike the Sargo class sub which we had previously. They're all in that central housing there. We also, something new, we have a stern mounted deck gun. Now, even though the model doesn't show it, this deck gun is actually a 5-inch gun. There's no model with Trigger Maru overhauled, but that's what it represents. The Tambor class submarines were equipped with these guns, which were very large deck guns. It reloads quite a bit slower and fires slower, but it packs a much bigger punch. A lot of those guns were equipped as secondary guns on larger warships like cruisers and battleships. So that gives you a little sense of the firepower that we have in the aft. Now, it is an aft deck gun. Historically, that was the only place they could really fit such a weapon, since the forward. And I think they reinforced the aft deck as well to accommodate such a large gun. What else is new? That's about it that's new. We do have a twin 20 millimeter machine gun and the conning tower, and that is fairly well protected by the conning tower as well. Now, the Tambor class submarine has quite a few improvements over the Sargo, and one of those is the amount of torpedo tubes we have. We have 6 forward torpedo tubes and 4 in the aft. For this patrol, I've loaded us up with just Mark 14 torpedoes, I guess I should say. So we have a total of 24 torpedoes. Hopefully that will do the job and they won't kill us. Let's see here. Let's go to here. So yeah, there's the 5-inch deck gun with stern mounting. We don't have any decals or anything. We have the SJ radar, the surface search, and our improved SD radar, which we will be putting to pretty good use, I have a feeling. There's no other technologies available for us at this point in the war. It's only mid-1943, so we still have a little while to go. The crew compartment, it's pretty much the same compared to our last boats. A lot of the crew is the same. Some of them transferred off, some of them got these extra little things, and I just threw them off because I don't really want that. So there is that. And we are SS-202, by the way. So this is a pretty sweet boat. It's the first boat that was truly a fleet boat. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the bridge and watch the horizon here. It was the first American submarine that was truly a fleet boat by the U.S. Navy's specifications. It had a top speed of 21 knots, so it was able to keep up with pretty large battle groups and patrol with the fleet. It had a very long range of 11,000 nautical miles. As I said, it met the Navy's requirements of 6 forward torpedoes, and it kept the 4 aft torpedoes. The Tambor was the first U.S. sub to include this torpedo configuration. So, and it won't be the last. Most subs after this keep this config. The 5-inch deck gun that I was talking about earlier, that guy, one of the reasons it's a little slower on the reload is because the propellant charge and the projectile were separate, so they were loaded separately. It takes a little longer to reload, and that should just tell you how probably large this gun is. I saw a picture of it. It's pretty fucking big. This does not do it justice, but it'll do for now. I went ahead and took it because historically these subs were loaded out with it. The conning tower is a lot bigger. Let's see. Let's go into the control room and get on the... Let's get in the conning tower. So one thing this sub did include over its predecessors is it put the TDC and all the targeting equipment in the conning tower in one central location. The hydrophones weren't down below, the radar wasn't below. Everything you needed to attack with, all of your sensors were up here. To accommodate this, the Tambor class sub did have a larger conning tower. And that's about it, as far as I know. The real USS Trout, which I figure I'll talk about, was a pretty successful sub. It sank a total of 23? Let's see. Yeah, 23 enemy vessels. And it served from 1941 to 44 and received 11 battle stars. It sank, actually, a Japanese submarine on her 10th patrol. And on her 11th patrol, she encountered a convoy somewhere around here. It was southeast of Okinawa. And the Trout attacked it and sank one troop transport, and then the Japanese counterattacked with about 20 depth charges. I couldn't find a real accurate number. Some places said 19, some 20. But so I just went ahead, about 20. And that later on April 17th, the USS Trout was presumed lost after not returning to base. So it is presumed she was lost after this attack. That is all just referencing Japanese post-war records. No one's really sure. There were some theories that it was actually sunk by a circle runner due to the torpedoes she was using, but that's all speculation. So anyway, after that kind of somber note, here we are. We are based out of Fremantle now, and we are going to be patrolling up here. And I chose to switch from Brisbane. I went ahead and transferred just because, just to switch it up a little bit. I feel like sailing out of Brisbane and going up the same way was a little stale. So I figured Fremantle might be an interesting challenge, mostly because where we have to sail through to get to our objectives is kind of, well, a minefield, let's be honest. You have the Japanese occupied island of Java, which doesn't fall for a pretty long time. And all of this is just a Japanese stronghold. The Americans are pushing the Solomons and up New Guinea here, which made this cruise fairly easy. You had Allied air cover and Allied vessels sailing about these areas, but I figured going through this crucible every time we wanted to go home and go out to sea would add to, well, make the gameplay a little more interesting. That's one of the main reasons I did it. So I have our course plotted. We'll sail through the Bandana Sea and then up through here, and off in New Guinea is where we're supposed to patrol and attack the Rebel shipping lanes. Last patrol, we did encounter quite a bit of Japanese activity over in this area, so I have high hopes for this, especially with our 6 forward torpedoes. That's gonna be a game changer, I feel like. We no longer have to swing around to launch 4 more torpedoes. Also, one thing, I have enabled OTC back, the Optical Targeting Correction mod. The main reason I disabled it in the first place was because I thought it was the thing conflicting with my recording software, but it turns out it was not, and I prefer the mod. It makes the scopes much nicer, and the field of view is nicer in my opinion, and it really gives you a sense of scale of these boats, because these boats are huge, and the field of view on the other, the way it's laid out and the field of view in the base game does not do it justice. This really does. I saw the USS, oh my god, I'm blanking on the name real fast. I can't believe I'm blanking on it, but it's in Oklahoma, Muskogee, Oklahoma. I really can't believe I'm blanking on the name. But I'm really shocked at how big that boat is. And also even the U-boats, like I saw the U-505 in Chicago, and that boat's really massive as well. These games do not do it justice. Like, you're like, oh, it's just a small boat, but they're actually pretty big. Alright, well, I think that will do it. I figured we could go ahead and test our crush depth. Our crush depth is 250 feet in this boat, indicated by this red line. So let's go ahead and man our battle stations, and we'll go ahead and take her under. I checked the water. The depth here, yeah, depth under keel is over 1,000 feet in this area. So I'm not too worried about hitting the ground this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and take her under. Crash dive, please.
Crash dive! Emergency dive!
And there go our dive planes, dipping down below the water. And let's go ahead and time this. Just so we know what to expect whenever Japanese Zeros come screaming out of the sky. How you doing, sir? But yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Wow, I've been talking for a while, haven't I? Feel like I started this around 7:30. Alright, so looks like our boat's pretty much submerged. I'm gonna go ahead and get under here. Alright, and let's see. Once we hit periscope depth, I'll go ahead and stop the clock. We're going past 30 feet. Hey, we're diving pretty quickly. We're at 45 seconds. Alright, periscope's about 50 feet, so. Alright, 50 mark. Alright, so about 52 seconds. I did start the clock a little late too, but we'll go with 52 seconds. Probably round up to 55. Alright, let's watch here. The inside layout of this boat is kind of the same as most of the subs. They're all fairly, the Americans kept to one layout and didn't mess with it too much. Which is probably the best way to do it. Alright, looks like we're kind of leveling out. Oh my god, I got that bug again. That is so annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and go down to 250 feet. Oh man. It might be, I don't know why I get that all the time. I don't believe there's a fix for it. It happens in Silent Hunter 3 as well, but it seems to be much more common in Silent Hunter 4. I might just make the change the creaking noises in my files to be less obnoxious. Alright, we're going past 180 feet. Alright. You guys alright? Getting a little nervous as we're approaching crush depth? We still haven't passed the thermal layer. We are also... Oh, there we go. Alright, closing in on 250 feet. Okay. Let's go to 280 and I'll stop us there. Let's make sure these pipes are tight.
Yes, sir. 278.
Oh boy. Now we do have to be a little more careful now. I do believe the dive time in this boat is a little longer than our previous sub. And, you know, Japanese aircraft and anti-submarine capabilities are only going to get more difficult as the war progresses. And it's about this time the Japanese start getting their stuff together. Maybe a little later, but they start adopting more convoy-like systems and actually using hunter-killer groups and such to engage American submarines. It ended up being kind of a little too late type scenario though. The American subs have already really done their damage. Alright, looks like my crew's not gonna take us. Looks like we'll slowly approach. Alright, let's go ahead 1/3.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3.
Alright, our boat jolts to a stop, my god. Alright, well that was a little frisky, right boys? Alright, let's go ahead and come back up.
Yes, sir.
Surface the boat.
1 rocket.
Yes, sir. 1.
Let's check it out. So we have our Christmas tree here. pretty standard. Good thing nothing's red. That would be very bad right now. And we should be surfacing. Yeah, we're coming up. We are rising fairly rapidly, and our boat's starting to. You can see the incline there. But yeah, fairly similar to the other boat. What's this? Submarine refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Neat. Oh yeah, I've seen that. That brings you to the damage control. Cool. Some pinups. Nice. Classic. Alright, well, fairly standard American submarine control room. Alright, so we should be rising up, coming up to 202. Let's go ahead and blow the ballast. No, actually, I'm not going to blow the ballast. Let's just go ahead and rise up slowly. Let's go check out the, let's see, what is that gauge? That gauge is going bonkers. Time. So I think our TDC they're tracking something. Who knows what they're tracking. Here we have our radar stations, which are off at the moment. A fan to keep all these electrical systems cool. It was not for the crew's comfort. I'm not sure what this is. Target. What is this? Let's see. It might be for sonar. The range, I'm not 100% sure actually what that piece of equipment is. Here we have where we launch our torpedoes. More gauges. This guy's up here, and hydrophones right there. Interesting stuff. And both of our periscopes are located up here. I don't think none of our periscopes are located in here. Both the observation and the attack scope are in the conning tower, which is neat. So I'm guessing this one's the observation scope and this one's the attack scope. It is very crowded up here. I'm sure it smells wonderful. Yeah. Alright, so we're coming up. We're at 57 feet. Wow, we came up fast. That or I'm just talking a lot. And yep, our radar's switching on. Let's go ahead and go up to the bridge. Should be able to go up now. No. Make sure you come all the way up. Alright, and we are up. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and head standard and proceed to our patrol objective. Luckily, we took no damage during that little dip beneath the waves. That would have been bad if I damaged my boat. But thankfully, we are fairly close to our home base of Fremantle, so it wouldn't have been too bad unless we dove uncontrollably to our deaths. Make sure we're not running into any islands, and I think that's it. So we'll go ahead and start our journey around Australia. It's a pretty long journey. It's about 2,000 nautical miles. So, man, Australia's big. And we'll proceed to New Guinea and go attack those Japanese shipping lanes. Alright, so I will leave you here and come back to you guys when something happens. Which probably will happen once we enter the sea here around Java. I'm guaranteeing you this is going to be a hot spot. So I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So I'm preparing myself for the worst, so that way I'm pleasantly surprised. Alright, so I have a contact here bearing about 160 that I've picked up, and I think it's a merchant ship. Okay, he had it at unknown, but I'm going to go ahead and plug it in as a merchant.
Constant distance. Bearing. 1-6.
It's pretty much directly behind us, so let's go ahead and just pretty much U-turn here. See what's going on. It sounds like one lone ship. I was taking us down just for a quick hydrophone check. And I found that little guy peeking about. Let's see where he's going. Okay. Let's keep turning just a bit. Now let's go ahead and try to get a plot here. Let's go ahead and mark there, and let's wait a little bit. I do believe the weather is fairly rough out, so I don't think using our new deck gun is going to be an option. Therefore, this will end up being a most likely submerged torpedo attack. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can obtain visual on him. He's at about, what, 339 degrees? 338? Let's go ahead and see. Let's go to our observation scope, actually. Yeah, let's take a look. We're at 60 feet. Hopefully that will suffice. I don't think I'm going to be able to see anything. It's fairly dark out. Increase our magnification there. Yeah, I don't see anything out there. The weather is obviously pretty bad as well. And you can see the waves splashing up against the periscope. I don't believe we are going to obtain visual contact. So let's go ahead. We have his general course. Let's go ahead and surface the boat.
Surface the boat.
And all ahead standard, please.
Ahead standard.
And let's
Yes, sir.
get his
Surface the boat.
course. It's probably heading about, what, 295? Yeah. Something like that. I won't man battle stations just yet. I'll give it a few minutes. I'll wait till we obtain visual contact, confirm it's a baddie, which I'm sure it is. We are in the middle of pretty much Japanese controlled waters. I want to say this is too contested. Our journey through here was fairly uneventful though. No aircraft, no ships, nothing. So there was that. Albeit I am surprised, but what you gonna do? He is fairly far away, however. Let's see. But yeah, 10 nautical miles on a cloudy, moonless night. We're gonna have to get pretty close to spot him. Yeah, it looks like it might rain soon. Let's go ahead, let's actually get a weather report going. I forgot where that was. There we go. Overcast, fog medium, wind 12 meters per second, direction 283. So wind's pretty much blowing in the direction he's going, more or less. Alright, bump our speed up to full. Alright, going full, we are making a nice 17 knots. And it looks like we might be getting visual contact here. Let's see. Y'all have visual up there? No visual contact. Alright, all hands man your battle stations now. Let's adjust our course a little more too. He's moving kinda fast. It might prove to be an issue as we approach. Hopefully, it is not a destroyer and I identified him correctly. He did sound like a merchant ship, but I could be very wrong. Very, very wrong. Alright, closing fairly quickly. Should be within visual now, you would think. 5 nautical miles away. Let's see. 335. Yeah, I don't think I see anything out there. I hope it's not just a junk. Even a junk in this weather probably wouldn't be doing so well. However, alright, let's keep approaching. I just don't want him to see me first. God, we are getting awfully close. Still nothing? Oh, wow, I cannot see out of these things. 340. Wow, still nothing. Getting kind of worried it's just a piece of junk now. I turned off my second monitor, so hopefully I can make it out. The second monitor was just bleeding light into my eyes, so I still don't see anything. My crew is at 100% proficiency, right? Yeah, they are. I'm getting kind of worried now. Hopefully it's not a destroyer with radar. Even though at this point, I think he would definitely see us. We should see him now. 340. My crosshair just lit up. Maybe my monitor's just really dark. Do y'all see him? 343. Oh, okay. I see it. It is way out there, though. Well, it's really small. Whatever the heck it is. I'm just barely making out a white blur out there on the horizon. Okay. Let's run parallel to it. Let's go ahead and head flank and try to overtake him quickly. Okay, now let's extend this course we got going. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and acquire speed. Alright, mark. It's just a really dark night, I feel like. I don't think I'm crazy. Where is he? 289. Oh. There he is. I think that's a merchant ship. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that that is indeed a merchant vessel. Let's go ahead and lock onto him. I cannot identify that at the moment, though. He is blending in very well with his surroundings, as I'm sure we are as well. If he spots us, I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm telling you right now.
Yes, sir.
Let's actually go ahead and change course a little bit,
Yes, sir. No
just to be safe.
6.
All right, we're going past 2 minutes. I was thinking of using TDC exclusively on this shot, but it's going to be pretty much impossible. Alright, mark. It's just too dark. Let's see here. 10 knots. Alright, we're going pretty much double that. I'm surprised we're going this fast against these rough waves, but seem to be doing pretty well. We're flickering between 19 and 18 knots. I think I'll shoot 2 torpedoes at this fellow. Whatever he is, I do not want to waste. I don't want to have to re-engage him because of where we are. I just want to do one attack and sink him right off the bat. We'll keep moving up this way though, just to outrun him a little bit. And we'll go down to periscope depth. Alright, so we're losing visual contact now. Alright, let's go ahead and turn. Try to get a 90 degree. Get on 90 degrees with them. Could try a surface attack, but...
No course.
Alright. Periscope depth, please. Oh my gosh. I can't talk today. I've been kind of stuttering a little bit this whole video. I don't know what's up with that. I am kind of tired, I guess. Let's adjust our course just a smidge as well. Alright, and we are now diving. Our dive plane's going down. They seem to be stuck in the up position. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know why they're not going down. Well, we're still diving, miraculously. Guess we're just using ballast. This game sometimes. That's been a bug forever, though. I mean, that was a bug in stock. And my watch crew is very brave. Okay, yeah, they got down just in time, right before that wave splashed and took them all out. Yeah, it is extremely dark tonight, though. There's our friend. It's right there. He actually looks fairly large. Hopefully we will be able to identify him. Okay, hydrophone man, go ahead and track him
Yes, sir. Sweeping.
for me. And I'm gonna want to come stay up a little bit.
You down. 5, 6.
Yes, sir. 5, 6.
Burn dead. 4, 0.
Yes, sir. Sweeping.
I'll head slow.
And 1/3.
253. I do not see him. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Sweeping.
186. What the hell? Oh, no sound contact bearing on 186. Okay, that's... Follow nearest contact. Alright. Y'all are incompetent. He's at about 290. Oh, there he is. Oh, hello, water. Alright, so I could kind of make him out. Let's see here. This is going to be a fairly difficult one, actually. So it looks like he has a center structure with center mast. Kind of looks like this. I cannot make out the cranes, though. Passenger. Ooh. Problem is, I cannot make out these decks. Let's see if we can see a little better with our other scope. I can barely make them out a little better. Let's see. This could be him. Let's keep looking, though. He does have a central stack and superstructure, and his bow and stern just kind of dip down like that, kind of like this actually. But Akita Maru. He looks like he's riding. No, I'm not sure. Hito Maru. That looks like him. The cargo ship, 4,000 tons. That kind of resembles him. He has these funky little doohickeys up there, and the structure of his hull is very similar. So let's go ahead and lock that in. He's Japanese. I saw his flag. All right, lock, and let's lower that scope and go to our attack scope now. All right, let's go ahead and begin the process here. Can go ahead and plug in the speed. We established that was 10 knots. Mark that. Range. Oh, that's kind of cheap. Whenever you use the statometer, you can totally make out what he is. And he is definitely not what I identified him as. Maybe my gamma is just really low. Who knows? I feel bad changing it, knowing I can totally make out what he is with this, which is really unfortunate. Let's see here. I can kind of make him out a little better now. He's definitely not that. That's for damn sure. I still don't even really know what he is. I'm trying to remember the mental picture I took of him. This might be him. Caspian Maru. Supposed to range at the funnel. Yeah, let's mark that in. That looks close enough. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It's a very dark night. And I don't like... I wish the game didn't do that to me. I wish I just got it wrong, but it could still very well be wrong. Alright, AOB. And speed is still at 10. Okay, let's get our tubes set up. We'll shoot 2 torpedo tubes. What was this guy's draft? 20 feet, wow. Okay. Let's turn the tracking on. Tube 1 will set to a high speed contact influence. Do we want contact influence? Yeah, I don't want to risk using a magnetic. And torpedo depth, we'll do 6 feet for tube 1 and tube number 2. High contact, 6 feet. And we have tracking enabled. So now we just wait and see. I'll take some final measurements as we get closer to. Could probably shoot about now. Let's take a look at the map here. Oh yeah, he's getting there. So now might be the time to take those final measurements, it would seem. All right, let's get him right there. Math or at the stack. AOB, I would say at about 70, 75 degrees right now. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, mark that in. Hopefully his speed hasn't changed. Keep 10 knots. Alright, his range is 13,000 feet. Or 13,000 yards, sorry. Alright, open tube 1 and tube 2. Everything's set, right? Alright. Let's bring up our chronometer. Alright, tube 1. Let's get that out of the way. Tube 1, fire. Tube 2. Let's wait 30 seconds. Tube 2, fire. Alright, torpedo 2 in the water. Alright, we have a very short run time. Cross your fingers. This is the first attack of the USS Trout. Yeah, Trout. I already forgot our boat's name. It'll take me a while. Alright, we have a runtime of about 50 seconds, give or take. Our range reading could be terribly off. He is fairly close. Now, I still cannot make out his stack or anything, though. I probably would have misidentified him. Alright. Oh, of course it is. Classic. What about torpedo? Oh! Yeah! There we go. Alright, well that was quick and easy. One torpedo was a dud. Our first torpedo and the USS Trout was a dud. That's a very good omen. But that blew a hole right in the center of him. There is no way he's recovering from that, you would think. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this bad boy off. He's still sailing fairly well, though. Let's go ahead and take a little look. At least we got a hit. Yeah, he's stopping dead in the water. I don't expect he'll be able to recover from that. He's a fairly small ship, if I did identify him correctly. And yes, he is definitely Japanese. Definitely, it looks like an older freighter, probably World War I era, honestly. It's pretty crunchy looking. Alright, let's go ahead and change course, run parallel to him somewhat.
New course 304.
Even though he is, yeah, he is in a dead stop.
New course. 30.
He's listing pretty heavily in the stern, so it's only a matter of time, right? I'm not going to surface because I can see he does have a couple of gunners up there. I can make him out clearly now. Let's go ahead and let's just all stop here and wait for him to sink. Should be only a matter of seconds now. Please don't.
Q1 ready, sir.
Please sink, little guy. I don't want to have to use the deck gun on you, even though, oh, I thought he was just going down. Ships have a tendency just to keel over in this game, so I was preparing for that. All right, well, I'll go ahead and watch him. Hopefully he'll sink. I need to keep an eye on the hydrophones too. I want to do a quick sweep real fast, just to be sure nothing crazy's going on. No destroyers are rushing towards our position. Those are our engines. 230. Where's his bear? Okay, that's our friend. Okay, okay, that's what I thought. I was slightly concerned, but yeah, his engines are producing no noise. All right, well, I'll go ahead and cut here, and we'll watch this guy sink, and I'll get back to you whenever he starts to actually slip under. I want him to sink on his own. I don't want to have to put any extra ordnance into him, so I will play the waiting game. Okay, so here's our merchant friend, and he is being... Oh, she's going down now? Right as I started recording. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. How about that? Oh man, sorry, I had to stretch after that. It is now 11:42. We hit the merchant ship at 3:30 in the morning, and now I guess we have decided she is damaged sufficiently to start going down. So let's go ahead and take a look. You know, I was just about to say we need to just man the deck gun and take care of this puppy in this weather, but there we go. She's done for. How convenient. Thank you, game. You're very helpful sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely an older freighter. We need to go ahead and surface as well. Oh yeah, she's keeling over. I guess the damage control team on board couldn't keep up with the massive hole in the side of her. Yeah, you can even make it out down here. Jeez. Looks like she's just gonna bob up in the water a little bit. The cargo must be bolted down to the deck pretty well there. And there we are, surfacing. Our first victim in the USS Trout. 2 torpedoes, one was a dud and one was obviously a hit. If both of them would have hit, that thing would have probably broken half. Oh my god.
5-2, medium range.
152. Where? All ahead flank.
Ahead flank.
One 152. I don't see anything. Let's check our map. I do not see anything. Radar. Let me see. What is going on? What? On my other... Yeah, on my PPI. Alright. 3,000. Sweet, please. That is not funny if they are just playing a joke on me. I have no radar contact. Okay, we're okay. These guys are crazy. Let's follow our plotted course. Way to scare the bejesus out of me. I thought a destroyer was coming. Alright, well, that will conclude our first episode in the USS Trout. Thank you everybody for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one, where we will go to the Rabul shipping lanes and most definitely cause some havoc. So, until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off.